Yo, Joe! Knowing is half the battle. So let's find out the details about my latest custom, the GI Joe Shocktrooper on TAKTAK Toys With Film. And here he is, there he is, a picture of him there. A sort of grunt, or well, there is a grunt now, but an infantryman of my own design. So we'll talk more about him. Obviously, we've got the GI Joe Classified pre-orders at the time of this video. But let's talk about all that on TAKTAK Toys With Film. So as I mentioned, yeah, this is a video on my GI Joe Classified Shocktrooper, which is essentially another version of the private or grunt or infantryman. I made him using the GI Joe roadblock from Series 1 as a base body. As usual, I've completely repainted the figure. I decided to change up the skin tone so that he'd look different to roadblock, essentially. He is an army builder, so I'm planning to do more on different body molds, but here's a look at him, basically. Yeah, the recipe, as I say, for this custom was roadblock body with the breaker helmet all repainted. So yeah, that's him in a nutshell. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the look of it in first impressions? Do you do customizing yourself? Do you collect any GI Joe classified action figures? Or do you do any sort of, yeah, GI Joe classified customs? Let me know any comments you think in the comments below. If you have any questions about customizing, I will have a video which will be a tutorial. I'm going to do rock and roll from GI Joe Classified, and I'm going to sort of go through all the steps of how I customize him so you can see that. But in this video, this is just another one of my latest customs, the Shocktrooper in essence. So yeah, as I say, completely repainted. We're going to have a look at the articulation in a minute, and let's do that now. So yeah, like all GI Joe Classified figures, his head can look up and down. We're going to show that off now. So yeah, here he is, head about to look up and down. There we go. Yep, head up and down, and obviously 360-degree motion. There we go. Arms go out to 90 degrees at the side, so I'll shut that off now. Yep, there you go. You got, yep, double jointed elbows, as you can see there. Full shoulder rotation, full wrist rotation. There you go. On both sides, obviously. He's got a removable knife in his vest, which we're going to see in a moment. But yeah, here's the other side. So again, arm goes out to 90, full shoulder rotation, double jointed elbows, and full wrist rotation. The weapon is actually from a Alley Viper, so it's repainted from an Alley Viper, completely repainted again. Like I said, I repaint everything. You'll see his knife in a minute here, which is removable. Stay tuned to the end of the video because there's bloopers in the articulation, which I'll talk about. There's having a little bit of trouble getting the knife out because, again, that's to do with something I can talk about maybe a bit later in the video. Yeah. Oh, there's the sort of knife he comes with, because essentially what it was, when I was heating the figure up, I got a new heat gun to heat the figure up to make areas look like softer or give more space to areas where the accessories were, like the knife, and I melted the vest. Anyway, onto articulation, he's got thigh cuts, double jointed knees, boot cut, as you can see there, and ankle articulation, and again same side, thigh cut, yeah, double jointed knees, boot cut, and ankle articulation. So yeah, there are bloopers at the end of the video, as I say, where the postman or the mailman called with my Mezco 112 Destro, so that interrupted it. But that's the articulation in a nutshell. And as I say, yeah, I did actually melt the vest, so I had to use some Sculpey to re-sculpt where the knife is and kind of the side of the vest, using air drying Sculpey and then paint over it. But obviously you can't tell looking at the vest here. So that's my Shocktrooper in a nutshell. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, smash the like button, comment and subscribe. And again, I'm going to go through the articulation again here for you just quickly. So the reason for that again is because just want you to see all the articulation. I did get interrupted last time. Like I say, the mailman was delivering my Mezco 112 Destro, so in between doing that I had to stop the video, go and get him, and then the arm ripped off and the hand ripped off, not of the mailman but on my custom. Obviously I was keen to get my Mezco 112 Destro, but I didn't pull his arm off, pull the mailman's arm off to get it. But yeah, as you can see, it's got all the standard articulation, all standard articulation. My custom has all the standard articulation that you'd expect from a GI Joe Classified action figure. Yep, there you go, there's the arm coming off. It did do that a couple of times. I had a habit of doing that a little bit. It just, because on the bigger body molds, I find when I'm customizing bigger body molds, sometimes they can be slightly challenging. And what it was here, the shoulders used to come off a little bit. So yeah, It's just one of those things. And again, the hand I think the hand actually broke and I had to replace it. Yeah, but I had a Valaverse hand, the Valaverse Action Force hand, so I heated up the wrist peg and got it in. But again, there's the thigh cut, as you can see there, and double jointed knee, as you can see in a minute. Well, yeah, we're going to be going through double jointed knees and everything you've seen before. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button, share it, and subscribe if you don't mind. Let's do some size comparisons. And here's my Shocktrooper, my GI Joe Classified Shocktrooper, next to GI Joe Classified Duke from Series 1. As you can see, this was the Duke with the more sort of sci-fi type deco. I actually didn't mind any of these decos from Series 1. I'm quite happy with all the GI Joe Classified figures we've got. But here he is for a size comparison. Obviously, it is roadblock as the base, but here he is for a size comparison with Duke. And next up, let's give him a size comparison with Series 1 Scarlet. Again, more of the sci-fi look with Scarlet there. We did get a redeco where she was got kind of the blue areas of the uniform were more brown. Again, I was quite happy with Series 1. But yeah, we're rumoured to be getting a very classic retro Duke and Scarlet in the future. So keep an eye out for that. That'll probably be, yeah, on the retro cards possibly. And here they are posed up, ready for battle. And now let's have a look at my Shocktrooper, my GI Joe Classified Shocktrooper with some Valaverse Action Force, and in particular Condor from Series 1 of Valaverse Action Force. Again, Valaverse Action Force complement and scale really well with GI Joe Classified. They're made two lines which are made to go together, so that's them together, and here they are in battle together, sort of, you know, in a shootout. And here's my GI Joe Classified Shocktrooper next to my GI Joe Classified Custom Z-Force Commander Skipper. And if you want to see the video for that, the link will be in the comments below. So yeah, this is my, based on Z-Force, which was the Action Force of the 1980s. This is my custom. Of course, Action Force initially was in the UK, the name for GI Joe in the UK. Skipper was the leader of Z-Force. That's my custom. And talking of Action Force, this is a thumbnail for my GI Joe, sorry, my Valaverse Duster Steel Corps unit, and that's for my James Bond 007 GI Joe Classified custom, and link for both those videos are in the comments below. And for great places to purchase and pre-order action figures, you can check out Props and Replicas, which has the GI Joe Classified Grunt, which is shown here, the GI Joe Classified Snow Serpent, which is shown here, and the GI Joe Classified Lowlight, all up for pre-order. So feel free to grab them from Props and Replicas if you want. You can also check out Comics and Cocktails, and why not check out Kapow Toys, and they tend to get GI Joe Classified straight in stock, no pre-orders, just straight in stock. You can also check out Star Action Figures, which also have all those figures up for pre-order. You can check out the whole shebang. And why not feel free to check out Valaverse.com for all your Action Force needs with international shipping, and in particular any exclusives on the Valaverse website. You can check out all the cool stuff and check out In Demand Toys, and links for all those are in the comments below. And Gobsmack Comics, I meant to put it here as well, link for that will be in the comments below as well. And feel free to check out my GI Joe Classified British Corps Officer Toff video, for that will be in the comments below. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Yo Joe! That's me as Flint. So yeah, for all the latest film and TV reviews, check out filmandtvreview.com, and link for them will be in the comments below. For all the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, check out Dan Who Reviews with Rich M. For action figure reviews in the UK, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. For action figure reviews and toy hunts stateside, check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. For action figure toy photography tricks and tips, check out Toy Picks. For action figure reviews in Ireland, check out Brian's Action Figure Reviews. For all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more, check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. Feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation for all the latest pop culture chat and action figure discussion. Check out Elson Official Music for all the latest pop covers of your favourite songs. And check out Cypher Sigma for a movie channel, a YouTube movie channel and an action figure channel. Check out Austin the Hero of Collectors. And again, for all the latest action figure chat and pop culture discussion, you can check out the 3POA podcast, and links for all those are in the comments below. You can also check out my GI Joe Classified Custom Espionage Viper video. Link will be in the comments below for that. Again, thanks for watching. Your support makes all these videos possible. Until next time, yo Joe, and enjoy those flicks and figs. And here's the bloopers that I mentioned. See, the hand has come off there off my custom, so I did actually replace it with a Valaverse Action Force hand. And probably as I'm trying to go through the articulation, the mailman is going to sort of ring the doorbell. You probably won't hear that, but the mailman rings the doorbell at any minute, and I almost feel like giving up at this point where I go to do the hands. I don't know if it's in this one, it might be on the next blooper, but I go to do the articulation on the elbows, and I think I've had to leave it there as the mailman has probably turned up with my Mezco 112 Destro, but I go to do the articulation and the elbow comes off. So this is probably the bit where you see it now. Yeah, doing all the head as you saw previously. Yeah, arm goes out, there you go. And is it going to happen here? Who knows? Anticipation's killing me, let's find out. Yep, there you go, the arm comes off, yep. This, by the way, these tend to happen sometimes on certain figures. I always find bigger figures a bit of a challenge, but I'm a seasoned customizer. I can rise to that challenge, so it was easy enough to fix. Sometimes it can be little things like putting a little bit of super glue on the sort of peg, on the inner part of the peg, will sort of help sort of stick the arm in place without obviously gluing it, so you can you know, limit the articulation. But it popped back on straight away, and I put a Valaverse hand on the other side, so it was all good in the end. But as I say, I hope you enjoyed those bloopers, and until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.